Welcome to the Words of Wisdom podcast. This is the place to be to raise the consciousness within in order to create a life and business of ease, flow, and freedom. This podcast offers inspiring stories, strategies, and special guests to help you become your most aligned self. I am 𝐤𝘪𝘨𝑒𝑚𝐺, a former NBA Toronto Raptors dancer turned ICF accredited spiritual life coach, founder of Goddess of Wisdom Spiritual Life Coaching, and Starseed Academy coach training. My soul's mission is to show you the impossible is truly possible. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's get to awakening your soul's wisdom. Welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom. I'm your host, 𝐤𝘪𝘨𝑒𝑚𝐺, and today I'm excited to share this topic with you. 4 attributes to build confidence. Yes, the C word. A lot of my students and clients come up with this word, deal with this issue, and I want to offer this because even I, as an established coach and having 2 businesses, still have these moments and I need these reminders as well. And actually where this came from, this topic as well, is because I'm going through my second pregnancy. I have my daughter and now I am pregnant with our baby boy. And I was reflecting, I'm like, I feel different in this pregnancy because I actually feel calmer, have less anxiety. I feel confident. I'm excited. I feel prepared, and that's one moment that I have. But then there's moments where I'm like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? How am I gonna do this? 2 businesses, 2 kids, and with a hubby and a house, and things are just growing, expanding. I still get those holy shit moments, right? So there's those moments where, a little bit of that fear and anxiety creeps in, and that's okay. But I stopped and I asked myself, who do I want to be, and how do I want to approach this pregnancy and labor and delivery and this next phase of motherhood? And I came up with these 4 attributes around confidence because the answer was, I want to go in confident. I don't want to go in feeling like a scaredy cat like I was last time for my first pregnancy. So I asked myself, who do I want to be and how do I want to approach this? And I want to approach this with more confidence. So I asked myself, what will it take to show up confidently? So I reflected actually on my past experiences, with my past experience of being pregnant, because I was only pregnant once before. But also I realized that these 4 attributes even apply to when I was learning how to be a coach and also learning how to be a teacher. And I wanted to share this because a lot of my listeners, my clients, my students come up with this a lot, and especially currently teaching Starseed Academy's first cohort. I'm training coaches right now from beginner to experienced who are in this program for this high level spiritual coach training. And the level of confidence is so intriguing to me because as we are learning in this school, in this coach training, there's a lot of people, not just the students, but I see this a lot, even my entire coaching career, even within myself, that as we are learning, we have this expectation to be perfect. And learning and perfection to me is not the same vibration. It's not even on the same board. Because if you were perfect at something, then you wouldn't have to learn something new. So it's just so interesting to me how we place this expectation of perfectionism as we are learning a new skill and as we're hitting the next level. And so I want to take out that stigma of perfection as we learn, as we build a business, as we grow to the next level, whether as a mom, as a teacher, as a business owner, whatever it is, I invite you to let's just start sucking out that perfection vibration, that lower vibration really of that we need to be perfect in order to hit the next level, because I really think that is what deters us and really what sabotages the next level. So I'm on a little rant here because I'm just very passionate about this, but I want to share with you the 4 attributes to build confidence, whether it's at work, in relationships, a new career, a new skill, no matter where you're at. I find these 4 attributes will keep replaying throughout your life. And if you just come to peace with these 4 attributes, you actually will show up with a different energy and even a different level of confidence in whatever it is that you are learning or whatever phase you are in life right now. And here's another thing with confidence. We often think that we have to be confident before we do, but actually confidence often comes after the doing. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Let's go into it. The 4 attributes to build confidence. By the way, there's a thunderstorm and rain going on right now. So if you hear it in the background, I kind of like it. It's kind of relaxing. So it's like a meditative podcast episode. So here we go. The 4 attributes to build confidence. The first attribute you need to understand is that it takes experience to build confidence. Experience. Again, experience is in the moment. It's when you look back and realize I had that experience. And so I realized that even with teaching, when I was teaching at an old learning institute, coaching institute, I had the experience as a coach, but going in as a teacher to teach the skill of coaching, I didn't have that experience. And sometimes I feel that's where the confidence is shaking, because we go in with this level of confidence of, I know this, I have this, but when we're learning a new skill, that takes experience. Another thing is, even as I mentioned, being pregnant with my second child, going into this second experience, this pregnancy and labor and delivery, I have a different level of confidence, or what boosted my confidence when I reminded myself, I went through this before. Even if I didn't know what I was doing, I have the experience of not knowing what I was doing. And that kind of built my confidence, because I went through that experience and I got through that experience and I'm here now. But at the beginning, I didn't have that experience of going through labor and delivery, having a newborn, now raising a toddler. I didn't have that experience, so it was no wonder I didn't have that confidence before. But now that I've been through it, now that I have that experience, I have a different level of energy and confidence going into this second pregnancy and raising my second child. Same thing with teaching, as I started talking about, is that in that moment when I had this new job at another learning institute, I didn't have the experience of teaching a class virtually in front of like 12 students to teach them how to learn coaching. And now coaching and teaching are 2 different skills. But even though I was a coach, I was still learning how to teach. I had to learn it to, I had to learn the script. I had to learn their manual. I had to learn how to teach it the way they wanted this information to be shared. And in the moment, that I had to go through a huge learning curve, which did shake my confidence. Like, am I not a good coach? And it's so interesting that we start questioning other areas of ourselves and our lives when we're learning a new skill. And so I went through this major confidence hit, because it was just so much to learn in such a short amount of time. But also I realized that I didn't realize till I look back that was a big learning curve. I had to remind myself a few times there, just kind of eased it. But when I now look back, is that with experience and with the more classes I got, and then the next class, I got stronger, and it was because of experience. So giving ourselves that breathing room, that we're going through this experience right now and I'm learning and I'm growing, is way more calming and a different energy than, oh my God, I need to get it perfect. Why don't I have this right yet? I must be horrible if I don't have this perfect right now, as we're going through that experience. And for the moms who are listening to this as well, is that when you're going through the experience of a newborn or raising a toddler, you're questioning yourself half of the time, am I doing this right? But if you were to look back now at the newborn stage, the pregnancy stage, or whatever stage you have surpassed, you can look back now and be like, yeah, I can do that again. I've learned so much. I've grown from that. And what you know now, you didn't know then, but you know now. So it takes experience. So give yourself that grace, that whatever you're going through, whatever you're growing through and learning through right now, it takes experience. And with that experience, you're going to look back a month, a 2, a year, a couple years from now, and feel more confident and stronger because of that experience. So my first attribute is that giving yourself that space, and know that it takes experience to build confidence. And if you don't have that experience or this new job or whatever it is you're going through right now, you will gain that experience. You're going through that experience now. You are gaining it right now. So that's number 1. experience. Now, number 2, the second attribute to build confidence is time to build a skill. Is time. Time to build a skill, time to go through the experience, time to feel, time to learn, time to grow. Time is a factor. And you need to give yourself that grace that this takes time. Again, we expect such fast results. It's like Netflix binging, that once the episode is done, we expect the next season to be up, or that's me at least. That I gotta have a little thing with Netflix. Like, you need to hurry up with these episodes after I've gotten so deep into it. But really, a second attribute is time. And we need to come to peace with time. Time is, it's so expansive. It's not, it's humans that put time into a box and with these constrictions, and it has to happen in a certain amount of time in a certain way. But really, time is just so expansive. It's hard to even put into a box, right? So, but giving yourself that grace and knowing that it takes time to build a skill, it takes time to have experience, it takes time to grow and learn. You can't like grab that and put it in a jar right now in order to feel confident right now. Do you know what I mean? So you have to allow yourself to flow with that time. So it takes time also when we talk about a skill, when you're learning the skill of coaching or learning the skill of painting, or if you have a new job, you have to learn a brand new skill, and that takes time. And so giving yourself that patience and that grace for the element of time. Time helps with confidence. Hope this is making sense. So number 1 was experience. Number 2 is time to build a skill, or just time in general. And number 3, research helps with confidence. At least for me, it does. When things are just kind of out in the air and intangible, or I don't have a concrete plan or something to follow, not that it has to go like word for word or step by step, it's sometimes just doing that research and expanding your awareness on a topic and the possibilities can help calm and ground you. So research helps a lot. So I did hypnobirthing for my first pregnancy. And then for this one, I was feeling like, hey, what else do I need? Oh, big thunderstorm here. What else do I like? What will help me feel more confident? And then I remembered, for anyone who has like mom brain, like it's like you totally forget what you did before. But then I was like, hypnobirthing it helped, and meditation. So I downloaded this app called Expectful, which is really cool for the phase I'm at right now. But I've always meditated regardless, no matter where I am in life, whatever phase I'm at. But this one was just really nice because it just refreshed my meditation practice and gave something new. But anyways, I just started reading up on hypnobirthing again and meditations pertaining to where I'm at right now in my life. And so that research, and then even, there's just research everywhere. Like there's no excuse. Like there's YouTube, there's internet, but also you need to be mindful of the information that you are taking in. So I'm taking in ones that felt good, that feel good, and make me feel grounded and calmer. So what would make you feel good? What will open up the possibilities? Because often when you're focused on the one way of thinking, the one way of doing, that is very limiting, and can affect how you feel. And if you, especially if you have like these constricting, limiting, and heavy thoughts and negative thoughts around a certain experience about yourself, about the way things should be, that could be very detrimental to your confidence and the energy that you be. So taking that time to just research and open up the possibilities, that's the intention behind the research for me, and giving yourself those tools to anchor meditation, breathing, possibilities, the success stories, inspirational stories. So that's one step that I find that also helps build my confidence. And then finally, number 4 is results. Results build confidence, right? So whether that's testimonials from your clients, your conversations with clients, your sessions per session with client, and noticing the results that they're having, but also not basing it just on other people. That's just one way. you can look at it, but also results within yourself and how you feel in your skills, the energy, your mindset. Look at the life that you're creating. What are the results? Look at your child, how happy they are. Look at your marriage. How strong is your marriage? Look at the results around that. That takes time, and that time you will see within that time, you will see the results, reflect on those results, and all you've accomplished, all you've been through, all you've invested in yourself, all you have done in order to be where you are. Reflect on those results, and that builds confidence. And that's something you can do right now. And also, when you look back, like whatever experience you're going through now, i.e., whether you're a new mom or becoming a coach or building a business, look at the results that you have created up until this point. But then also just know in the next 3 months, 6 months, you're going to be in such a different place. You're going to see a different result. Should you change your mindset, your energy, and choose a different, higher way of being, a more conscious way of being, those results will fill that confidence pillar, that confidence cup within. And so these 4 things I feel take time, and there's things you can do in the present moment for sure. But overall, to build the confidence, just know you don't need to have a full cup of confidence in order to dive in to dating, to building your business, to building a skill as a coach or learning a new craft. It takes experience, it takes time, it takes research, and it takes results. And there's things, yes, you can do in this moment, but also give yourself that space and that patience and that grace to build. Building takes time. They say it didn't take a day to build Rome, right? So right now you're building the Rome within, but also know you have so much within you. You have the gifts, the talents, the capabilities, the life experience, the past life experience, the energy, the who you are right here, right now is enough to begin. And so you don't need anything else, and just know who you are is enough to do whatever it is you want to do. I hope these 4 attributes help you, and I hope this helped boost your confidence, and just know you are enough. I just want you to know that you are enough is the message that's coming through, and it's enough to start. You don't need anything more. It's enough to start. And I acknowledge you, and I bless you. Thank you so much for listening. Sending love and light.